To no one's surprise, I'm a big fan of Arc Raiders at the moment, and to my surprise, recently discovered that the maker of it, Embark Studios, made a Blender plugin. I was really excited, I rushed over to GitHub, sadly to discover it's been over 6 years since the last update. 6 years ago, I also embarked on making a plugin for me and my modular workflow. It was generally well received, but it was a little niche for most of the community. And after seeing that Embark Studios had abandoned their project, I dove into their code to see what they had done back with it in Blender 2.8. Enthused by this recent discovery, I spent the last week tearing apart my old project and started improving it for Blender 5. What does the add-on actually do? Well, it's a handy N-panel export tab operator that can export from Blender in a series of formats and in different ways. Whether you want to export just what you have selected, a specific collection, or collections, this add-on can do it all. This is really handy if you make assets or just need to get an asset over into a game engine, and can even center all of the objects before the export if needed. It's 100% free at the moment and open to all for testing. I obviously haven't tested it in every scenario, so if you pick it up, link in the description, and find something not working or any improvements you would like, let me know. Once you've downloaded it, to install it, go to Edit, Preferences, either get extensions or add-ons. You can use the little drop down at the top right of the Preferences window. Select Install from Disk, go to your downloads, and just double click on it. It will automatically install. We can then press the N key on our keyboard with our cursor in the 3D viewport, go down to the new Export tab, and we've got a series of options. We've got the export format, so we can select any of these different options. FBX for Unity and Unreal, GLTF for Godot, and then obviously we've got the OBJ here, the original export format, but it doesn't have all of the options that the other ones have along with it, but it is probably the most compatible. Then we've got a few options here, whether we want to center our origins. We've got convert viewport colors. Now, this is an older one, but if you've got your model colored in not with materials, but with viewport colors, this will actually make them export those colors as well. We can include armatures for animated rigs and embedding our textures into a GLTF file or into an FBX file. We've got an option to export all objects. We've got an option to export whatever we've got selected at the time, so super quick. And then we've got our camera and lighting. Well, that's a quick collection export. So we've got a collection down here. Let's just export the helicopter itself. It's got 52 objects for information, and then we can just click Export Collection. Now that is going to be exported to, well, how do we find that out? Well, at the bottom here, we've got Open the Export folder, and here's our helicopter FBX file. And that actually does contain all of those objects. If we were to open that up, we can see that all of those objects are stuck together. Now, this isn't a great game asset, by all means, because all of these things are individual objects and not instances of one another. So to export this properly, you'd probably just export one of these, one of those, one of these, a wheel by itself, etc. You wouldn't export multiple of essentially the same mesh. And now we can see over in Unreal, we've got our two helicopters in this case. I've dragged them both in. I can go ahead and drag another one in if I want to, or if I need to, I can drag in individual components, which means you can break the thing apart, as I will now show over in Blender. And I say over in Blender just because I have it set up here. Boom! If you like free add-ons like this, give the video a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.